back. Thank you to everyone who is in our chat on Facebook today. It's such a wonderful union here of so many familiar faces and some new faces. Hello again to April, Lynette, Deanne. I love reading all of your comments. And yes, there really is nothing like a firm bottom on your improvement soft side storage. Lori Leland is here with us. Lori, just come right in. Every second with you is special. And thank you so much for being here with
Thank you for everything. You're such a talent. You're amazing.
I'm so grateful to be here. It's just nice to be able to witness the shooting stars here, truly. We have a two-pack of the tech impressions. It will turn one outlet into 9. You will have 6 of your actual wall outlets here on this cube, plus you have your USB attachments. If you are noticing something gorgeous and it's catching your eye, it's because it's the pastel multi, and I'm obsessed. She's like if a unicorn was a piece of electronics. This is the cord. It's 10 feet. It's braided. It's reinforced. Lori will show you all about it, and I will show you the other colors. Here is your blue. This is what we're calling the plum, I believe. And you remember, everyone's going to get a white one as well. So that's why you're seeing the white sisters right next to all of the beautiful colors. And then you have the black and the white here. Lowest price we've had, $44.99 for both. Everyone's getting 3 flexes and free shipping and handling.
Yeah, such a great deal today.
Very exciting, yes.
Listen, I will tell you, I've offered this for a very, very long time here at HSN. Always goes on to be a customer pick, and typically it's about $35 or more, $40 even for one.
For one.
So this is such a great deal, and here's what it's gonna do. It's gonna take that one outlet, and it's going to, or one plug, I should say, and it's gonna turn it into an opportunity to plug in or charge 9 different devices, whether it's fans, it could be your lamps, it could be anything. Real quick, let me show you the wall, because I want you to see how slim this is. This isn't like the other quote-unquote solutions out there where it sticks way out in the room, something like this where you have to buy the super long cords. It doesn't have a really good setup in terms of the spacing here. This, you can only plug 3 things in and it takes up 2. So that's not really helping us, right? You had to spend a lot of money on cords. I think I spent more on this lightning cord than the whole price, right? Of 2 of these tech impressions. So take a look right here at the wall, nice and flat, flush to the wall. And Natasha, don't you love this little organized kind of curve to it so that you can actually use the other plug? So you could actually plug in 2 of these or plug something else in the top or bottom if you want to. So both of these plugs are totally functional. But it's taking that one plug and turning it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-prong grounded AC outlets. So you can plug in anything, like I said, lamps, fans, sound machines, whatever it is you have in your life. And this works in every room of the house, kitchen, bedside, living room, you name it. Plus, you even have 3 of those USB charging ports, and the newest and the latest, and very, very hard to find these days, is the C-type port. You're getting it here. That is going to be the fastest way to charge your phones, tablets, earbuds, any of your electronic devices. So that C-type, taking the world by storm, that is going to be the fastest way. So you are getting 9 ways to power or charge your devices with that one plug. Oh, and there's more, because take a look at this 10-foot cord. So you mentioned it, it's beautiful, decorator friendly, tangle free, but take a look at this. A lot of us have older homes, right? My home is at least 30 years old, close to 30 years old. And I will say I don't have any outlets in the areas where I actually need to have an outlet, right? With this 10-foot cord and the ability to bring this where you need the power to be, now you have the option to do that. And I love it because in my house, where are the outlets? They're behind my couch, right? It's the only place where there are outlets in my entire living room. So I had to, in the past, kind of like buy the long cords. I had to have bricks for everything. When you have tech impressions, you don't need the brick anymore. You don't have to buy the long cord anymore. I just plugged it in, threw it over the couch, and now my husband and I can sit there and even use those teeny tiny short little cords that come with your devices now.
Yes.
Right? Without having to buy anything extra and charge together, because we're taking the power from down on the ground behind the couch and pulling it up to exactly where we need to use it. It's brilliant.
And usually we have maybe 2 home bases in our home, the bed and where we like to, you know, enjoy our television. Maybe it's the chair or the couch you love. Maybe you have a home base there in the kitchen. Well, you're going to have 2 new home bases here, because this is going to take, as Lori's saying, that outlet and bring it right to you wherever you are, so it's always easy to charge. But what I really also love these for is, where are your most valuable electronics? Maybe it's the office where your computer computers are, or it's where your television or entertainment system is. If you are using this there, the amount of convenience is endless. First of all, you're getting that updated surge protection.
Yes,
if you think that you're using surge protection and it looks anything like those, you know, long off-white yellow surge protectors, it's probably expired. They expire in just a couple years. There could be a lightning strike, there could be a surge, and suddenly your television is fried, your computer is fried, you lost that investment because we just didn't think to update our surge protection. Well, now you're protecting all of those investments, but also there is nothing worse. I mean, sure, there are some things worse, but this is really something that's pretty bad for me, than trying to plug something into one of those two areas and looking at what looks like this.
Oh.
And seeing that nothing is fitting, and I have to play Tetris and figure out where I can place even just the smallest, you know, of my cords. And then I think, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm pretty sure it's like Indiana Jones, and it's like, okay, Jehovah starts with an I, and I'm going to choose the right one, and I take it out, and then you know what happens? I take it out, and then the TV goes black, and I go, oh no, I unplugged something important, and I have no idea how to restart it. I have no idea how to get into any of the smart TV stuff, and I have to wait for Chance to get home to fix it just because I wanted to plug in one thing, because I wanted to plug in one little speaker or one something for my daughter, and I needed to charge something. Now you won't have to unplug something just to plug something back in. Don't assume that this is 6 plugs. It's really only about 3. You can actually get 6 when you're using the cube because everything is going to fit. It's all on its own dimensional plane. Right. Don't even get me started on the holidays when you're plugging in 95 new things. Like my home looks like a Mr. Christmas warehouse.
Yes.
I'm obsessed.
I love it.
But I'm always trying to figure out how do you plug each one in, and then when it's time for it to turn off, you're not turning off everything else in your home.
That's exactly right.
Nothing's more convenient than this.
This is so convenient, it really is, and that surge protection, and that makes it worth the price of admission alone. I was talking to Helen Keeney the other day. Her neighbor, I'm not sure if it's next door or 2 houses down, but they had a lightning strike at their house and knocked out 3 of their flat screen TVs. So imagine the enormous cost that's going to be for them to have to replace those TVs, when really the more affordable route is to update your surge protection. So if you have lightning strikes in your area, surges happen in our homes all the time and we're unaware of it. Maybe you have older wiring like I do in my 30-year-old house. This ensures that all of your devices are protected. So if you have that expensive hair dryer, or maybe it's an expensive laptop, or maybe it's your expensive TV, whatever it is, maybe it's your appliances in the kitchen, make sure you're plugging them in here because it's going to absorb that surge to protect your devices from getting fried. The other thing you did mention, surge protection does expire. Yes. You need to take a look at this because you're not meant to use surge protection for over 5 years because surges are constantly happening and it's absorbing it. So after a while, they stop working. So you need to replace that surge protection. This is your way to do it. And I love this because you have a built-in switch. So Natasha, you're so smart. You were talking about the holidays and Christmas decor, right? You can plug in everything under the tree, pull this up so you're not crawling on the floor to unplug your tree, right? And all the strings of lights. And then if you want to turn it all off before you go to bed at night, flip the switch. Yes. So you have that on and off switch right here. Indicator lights on this side, one is green, one is red, just so you know that is by design, showing you that you are grounded and protected. And then I also want to show you on the bottom, I love this, they put feet on it. So if you are pulling this over to your, maybe your high-end furniture, it's going to be your coffee table, your end table, you don't want to scratch up or mark up that surface. There are these really nice cushioned feet. You can even wall mount this if you wanted to, so you can put this bedside. Now, where is the outlet in your bedroom? Where's yours? Right behind my headboard where I can never reach it. So frustrating. And if you don't have a plug like this, if your plug, you know, sticks out and then the mattress pushes against the wall or the couch pushes against the wall and you hear that crack, not only have you just damaged your prongs and made them dangerous, but now sometimes the actual outlet itself can crack because most of your plugs to your cords, even if it's to extension cords, they're not flat like this. They're not flat to go right flush against the wall. So now you can actually have the outlet where you want it to be and mount it right there on the outside beside your bed. As Lori is saying, you can mount this on the wall, mount it right above the couch so you're not having to reach behind to plug and unplug. Whatever you want, whatever works best for you, you're really just choosing which color brings you the most joy because the white has always been the most popular. So now everyone is getting one of the whites. And usually, as Lori said, these are anywhere from $35 to $45 for one. So you're getting that white one that you usually love and you love to buy, and now you really get
another fun one as well, which is why I just cannot say enough about this pastel multi. If you have any girl who loves her unicorns.
Oh, I love that one.
I mean, I'm telling you, it literally looks like if you put a little
mermaid unicorn.
It's so
yeah,
beautiful.
for
I
sure.
love it for your craft room, for your bathroom, wherever it is. You know, who says that plugging in your electronics doesn't have to be a little fun during your day? This blue one here is the color that we are calling blue. I'm going to double check with that. I dropped the cards. And then here we have your plum. The plum is really pretty, actually. It's like a deep cranberry. So this one's great. I know it's my mom's favorite. And then you have your tried and true black and white. And with, thank you, Lori. Yes. And with the free shipping on these, if you do decide to grab 2 sets, the flex payment, I think, will be $15 per set, free shipping and handling. I know that's when people like to stock up. And then you can say, okay, yeah, one will be for that TV entertainment area, one will be for next to the bed, and now you also are going to get the one that you would want for the computer area and the couch, and you're done. Done. You're done with your whole home.
Done. You have to call an electrician. You don't have to add outlets because we all know they're so inconvenient. You want to have that C-type. This has it. I love that your furniture isn't hanging out in the middle of the room, because when I had this mess, right, look at how thick this is. And like you said, you push something against it, you hear that crack, you've damaged something, it's not good. Look at how slim this is. So you can push your couch right up against it, chair right up against it, headboard right up against it. So it's a big, big difference here being nice and sleek and slim versus something like this. This is taking the whole outlet, both plugs, and turning it 2 into 3. So this isn't really helpful, right? This was a poor design. We see these all the time too. Guess what this is? Also a poor design. These are too close together. When you have this cube, I'm gonna take this larger one out. This is one of my smart plugs that I do use for Christmas. Look at this. It takes up the whole thing. This is not 3, right? This needs to go in its own space. And when you have the cube, look, it takes up one side, and you still have 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those grounded 3-prong AC outlets, and nothing interferes with anything else because of this super clever design. So it is absolutely brilliant. Let me give you that tour one more time. One plug, not the whole outlet, turns it into 9. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 3-prong grounded outlets with your surge protection. Plus, you're also getting the 3 USB ports right here and that rapid charge C-type port. So 9 different things. And then, like I said earlier, I know that we're getting these tiny little cords now that come with our devices. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? And I looked at the cord that I received with my latest cell phone, and it was a C to C, and I didn't have a brick for that. I had no idea how I was going to charge it in my house. So because this has a C, all you do, you plug it right in just like this. And Natasha, with 10 feet, you can now stretch this completely out, take it exactly where you need it to be, even in another room of your home, or throw it over the couch. I actually plugged in 2 behind our bed, our headboard, strung 1 to my husband's side and 1 to my side, so we could plug everything in. We've got lamps, fans, sound machines. I want to charge my phone, my tablet, everything overnight. With tech impressions and this incredible cube design, it is going to really enhance all of the outlets in your home, give you the surge protection, and make it convenient unlike ever before.
And aren't USB-Cs like faster charging too?
Fast charging. You're getting rapid
amazing.
Charge. Yes, yes, you are.
Rapid charge. Those are the oval ones. If you're like me and you look down, you go, hey, one's flat and it has the little white lines on it. That's the Lightning. The one that looks like kind of an elongated, squished oval, that's a USB-C. And if you're like Lori and I, and you say, I don't have anything to plug that into, don't you dare. I see someone with flowers. You better stop.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
So surge protection.
Yeah, surge protection.
It expires like your milk. Did you know? Tell us, Lori.
Yeah, you gotta replace these. You have to keep them fresh in your home. This is the ultimate way to do it. I love you, girl.
Oh, I love you.
It's been an amazing ride. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
Been here 24 years. This is my last show in St. Pete, so I'm really gonna miss this campus. Met my incredible husband in Florida. Thanks, babe.
You are.
Thanks, everybody. Our crew here, absolutely the most amazing crew in television. Love you guys so much. Thank you.
And you'll still be with the family. You're just playing in another stadium.
I'll be traveling up. I'll just be playing in another stadium. And I can't wait for our paths to cross again, girl. You're going to be amazing. You're so talented.
I'm going to go on a cruise with you.
Oh, yeah.